Good morning, students. Welcome to today's class. In today's class, we are going to continue our second chapter, that is units and measurement. This is my fourth lecture on the second chapter. So let us now move on to today's topic, that is dimensional analysis. Okay, the word analysis means to examine in detail by breaking a complex topic into smaller parts. What do we do in analysis? Analysis means to examine something. To examine something by breaking that something or a bigger problem or a bigger topic into smaller parts or simpler parts. Okay. Now, what is dimensional analysis? We have already come to know what dimensions is. Many of you have not studied properly, so you don't know what is dimension. Okay. You need to go through the notes properly. You need to go through the classes properly. Only then you will be able to understand what are units and what are dimensions. Right. So, now we have come across dimensions. We have completed the topic dimensions, and we have seen the dimensions of various physical quantities, right? We have studied about the fundamental quantities. We have studied about the derived quantities. Now, why is the dimensional analysis necessary? Okay, before going to that, we have to discuss what is dimensional analysis. So, in dimensional analysis, we break a complex topic or a complex equation or a complex physical quantity into smaller or simpler parts, and we examine those smaller parts in detail. That is known as dimensional analysis. Now, what is a dimensional equation? We have studied about dimensions. You know what are dimensions. Now, what is the dimensional equation? So, an equation obtained by equating a physical quantity with its dimensional formula. Okay, suppose we take length. So for length, we write the dimensional formula as L. Similarly, if we take area, then for area, we take the dimensional formula as L square, and the unit will be meter square. Right? Similarly, for volume, the dimension is L cube, and the unit is meter cube. So all those are dimensional formula. Now, an equation obtained by equating a physical quantity. Physical quantity means the area, the volume, the length, whatever quantity we are measuring, that will be the physical quantity. Okay, we have to equate that physical quantity with its dimensional formula. Suppose if we are measuring length, then in the equation, the length will be written on the left hand side, and on the right hand side, the dimensional formula for length will be written. Okay, on the left hand side of the equation, there will be the length, the physical quantity, and on the right hand side of the equation, we have to write the dimensional formula for that quantity. Similarly, if we write the dimensional formula for area, then what we have to write? So on the left hand side of the equation, we have to write area, and on the right hand side of the equation, we have to write L square. Similarly, for volume, we have to write on the left hand side, we have to write L cube. Volume, and on the right hand side we have to write L cube. So those are known as dimensional equations. So it is an equation obtained by equating a physical quantity with its dimensional formula. This is an important topic. Okay. Now let us take some examples. Always write down whatever has been written on the board in your notebook. These all are important. That's why these things has been written on the book. Many of you has missed these things, so you must not do that, right? You must follow the classes properly. Only then you'll be able to understand. Otherwise, physics is a very tough topic. If you are sincere and if you study regularly, only then physics will become very easy for you. So let us take some examples. For example, we will write the first equation. We will write the first dimensional equation. Okay. So we are writing for volume. We are writing the dimensional formula for volume, or the dimensional equation for volume. So, what is volume? We write V, and on the right hand side, what we have to write? We have to write its dimensional formula. We know that the dimensional formula for volume is length cube. Why? Because its unit is meter cube, and meter is a measure of length. So we write L. This L. Okay. The dimensional equation for volume will be V is equal to, we have put this in square brackets, that means we are writing the dimensional formula or dimensional equation. So V is equal to L cube. Why I have written L cube? Because volume is nothing but length cube, okay, and its unit is meter cube, so I have written L cube. This is a dimensional equation of volume. If you write it in this form, V is equal to, if you write all the three things MLT, then this will become M0 L cube T0. Okay, this is the final dimensional equation for volume. Let us take another example. Let us take velocity. Let us take velocity. Okay. Now, what is the unit for velocity? The unit for velocity is meter per second. The unit for velocity is meter per second. So, if we write the dimensional equation for velocity, then this will be, for meter we will have length, for second we will have t, and here second is inverse, so we take LT minus 1. Right? If you write it in the complete form, then the dimensional equation for velocity will become M0 L T minus 1. This is the dimensional equation of volume. So what we have done here, see, on the left hand side of the equation we have written the physical quantity, that is volume. Ami left hand side ki likhisu? Left hand side ami volume to likhisu, because that is the physical quantity. And on the right hand side we are writing the dimensional formula. We are equating the physical quantity with the dimensional formula. Right hand side ami ki likhisu? Dimensional formula for this quantity. Okay. Now it is velocity. Velocity karone unit ho gol meter per second. Ya pai ulai ase je meter is a measure of length, so ami L likhisu. Second is a measure of time, so we are writing T. Yat minus 1 ase, so minus 1 ahi gol. Left hand side ami ki likhisu? Ami physical quantity likhisu, that is volume, velocity, and velocity is written as small v. This is capital V. Volume is written as capital V, and velocity is written as small v. So if we write this equation in the complete form, then this will be M0 L T minus 1. Eto M0 kyo hol? Because yet kuno mass present nai. Mass is not present in this equation, so M has come to the power 0. Write these equations in your notebook. Okay. Now we take two another examples. We take another example. Let us take the example of force. Let us take the example of force. Okay. Now, what is the unit for force? Kg meter per second square. This is the unit of force. Right? Now what we have to do? We have to write the dimensional equation. So for force we have F. This is the physical quantity force. I have written that as F. And this will be equal to, how can we write the dimensional formula now? For kg, kg is a measure of mass. So we will write m to the power 1. Right? Meter, we have meter. So meter is the unit of length, or meter is the measure of length. So we can write L to the power 1. And we have seconds here. Second is the measure of time. So we write T. It is very simple. Ekhni ekebare simple hoy. Ki likhibo lage ami kg, kg to massor unit hoy. So ami ki likhisu? M likhisu. Meter, meter to kihor unit hoy, kihor measurement hoy, length hoy. So ami L likhisu. M L T ABCD is na ekai simple. Yat ki ase? Seconds ase. So seconds or karone ami ki likhim? Seconds or karone ami ki likhibo lagibo? Ami T likhibo lagibo. Hol ya power kiman ase? -2 ase. So ami -2 put kori dilu. Clear hoise? So this is the formula for force, and this is the dimensional equation of force. Similarly, let us write for density. Density. How do we write density? The dimensional formula for density is first let us see what density is. So density is equal to mass divided by volume. Okay. So what will be its unit? Mass is written in kg and volume is written in meter cube. So finally its unit will be kg per meter cube. If we raise this m to the power 3 to the numerator, then this will become kg per meter cube. Here it was plus 3. If we take it to the top side, then this will become minus 3. Okay. From this we can write the dimension of density. Okay. So if we write the dimensional formula for density, then this will be, on the left hand side we will have to write rho. Rho, this letter is known as rho. Okay. And this is the density. So on the left hand side we have written the quantity, the physical quantity, density. On the right hand side we have to write the dimensional formula. So for kg, kg is a measure of mass, so we will write m to the power 1. Meter to the power minus 3. So meter is a measure of length, so we will write ml to the power minus 3. That is the dimensional formula for density. Now since this formula does not contain time, so the power of time will be 0. The power for time t will be 0. So this is the dimensional equation of density. Right. Now what you have to do is you have to practice as many physical quantities as you can. Okay. You need to write the formula. That is, first you have to write the quantity, physical quantity, then you have to write its unit. After that you will have to write the physical quantity on the left hand side, and on the right hand side you will have to write the dimensional formula. So finally this will become an equation, and this equation is known as a dimensional equation. This equation is known as dimensional equation. Similarly, this equation is also known as a dimensional equation. Now you have to practice as many physical quantities as you can. Write down the dimensional formula or dimensional equation for as many physical quantities as you can. তোমালোকে যিমান পাৰা হিমান প্ৰেক্টিস কৰা, ঠিক আছে? তেতিয়াহে কনসেপ্ট বিলাক ক্লিয়াৰ হ'ব। প্ৰবলেমস কৰিব লাগিব, সলভ কৰিব লাগিব, তেতিয়াহে হ'ব। ইমান সহজেতো ফিজিক্সটো বুজি নাপায় ন, তোমালোক সায়েন্সৰ ষ্টুডেন্ট হয়। সো সায়েন্সৰ ষ্টুডেন্ট বুলি ক'লে পঢ়িবটো লাগিবই। You are a science student, so you will have to study hard. Okay? একদম যুদ্ধৰ কাৰণে ৰেডি হ'ব লাগিব। You have to be ready for a war. And science is nothing but a war. Okay? So এইবিলাক ডাইমেনশনাল খিনি ইকুৱেশনছ লিখিছো আমি, ডাইমেনশনাল ইকুৱেশনছ। এই ডাইমেনশনাল ইকুৱেশনছ খিনি তোমালোকে প্ৰেক্টিস কৰিবা ভালকে, একদম যিমান পাৰা সিমান বেছিকে কৰিবা। ওকে, try to practice these dimensional equations as many problems as you can. Now next, let us go to the applications of dimensional analysis. Let us go to the applications of dimensional analysis. Why do we need this dimensional analysis? Okay. So, application of dimensional analysis. What is its use? या काम की क्यों लगे हमें? Dimensional analysis is important because it helps us in deduce করার সহায় করে কি certain relations মানে equations, ঠিক আছে? Certain relations among different physical quantities. Among different physical quantities. And also in checking the derivation, accuracy and dimensional consistency or homogeneity, or this word is important, homogeneity of various mathematical expressions. Okay, so what is the application of dimensional analysis? It helps us to understand, or it helps us to deduce certain relations. আমি কিছুমান ৰিলেশনস বা কিছুমান ইকুৱেশনস ডিৰাইভ কৰিব পাৰো, ঠিক আছে, কাৰ মাজত ডিফাৰেন্ট ফিজিক্যাল কোৱান্টিটিজ বিলাকৰ মাজত বা ডিফাৰেন্ট ফিজিক্যাল কোৱান্টিটিজ বিলাকৰ কাৰণে. সো ইট হেল্পস us in deducing certain relations, it should be plural, certain relations among different physical quantities, and it also helps in checking the derivation. So if we are doing some derivation, we are deriving the formula for a physical quantity. Okay, now how far is that derivation correct? He derivation to say koisu kiman correct hoy ba correct hoy na nohoy hetu janibo karone dimensional analysis is important. Clear hoise? Buji paisa? To ki koisu moi physical quantity ta derivation koisu, ami derivation koile hetu shuddho hoise na bhul hoise hetu determine koribo karone we need dimensional analysis. We need dimensional analysis to check whether a derivation of a physical quantity is correct or wrong. Moreover, it also helps us to determine the accuracy. Accuracy mane kiman correct hoise ba kiman correct nai howa, tat ami kiman bhul ke koisu, thik ase. To accuracy mane ki hoy, actually kiman shuddho hoise. Okay, how correct is our derivation, that is its accuracy. Clear? And it also helps in checking the dimensional consistency or homogeneity of various mathematical expressions. Etia tumlok dimensional consistency or homogeneity to moi etia explain korim. Clear hoise? Tar bahire baki khini quantities tumaloke buji paba sage. Accuracy mane hoise correctness, tar pisot derivation to check korat ami sahay kore ami shuddho ke koisu na bhul ke koisu. Next, dimensional consistency mane ki hoy etu মই তোমালোকক এতিয়া কৈ আছো. ক্লিয়াৰ হৈছে? ঠিক আছে, এইখিনিলৈকে যদি বুজি পাইছা তেতিয়াহ'লে আমি পিছৰ পাৰ্টটোলৈ যাওঁ. So now what is dimensional consistency of equations? Dimensional consistency বুলি ক'লে আমি কি বুজো? So consistency means constant, same থাকিব. Okay, consistency means same, and we have to check the dimensional consistency of equations. So what does this physically mean? It means that the magnitudes of physical quantities may be added or subtracted only if they have the same dimensions. ঠিক আছে, তো the magnitudes বুলি ক'লে আমি কি বুজো? আমি চাউল কিনিছো 5 kg rice. Okay, now what is its magnitude? Its magnitude will be 5. Its magnitude will be 5 and its unit will be kg. Okay, so what does magnitude mean? It's numerical value. Magnitude means the numerical value of a physical quantity. Jito সংখ্যা থাকিব চাউল 5 kg বুলি কৈছো, so 5 to কি হয়, that is a numerical value, that 5 will be its magnitude. Correct? So the magnitudes of physical quantities may be added or subtracted only if they have the same dimensions. আমি similar quantities বিলাককে add কৰিব পাৰো বা subtract কৰিব পাৰো, বেলেগ বেলেগ quantities হলে নহব. Clear হৈছে? Next, we can add or subtract only similar physical quantities. So we can add or subtract only similar physical quantities. Similar means same. So we can add those quantities or subtract those quantities which are similar. Let us take an example. Here, velocity and force. These two are completely different things. Okay, velocity बहुत बेलेग है, force बहुत बेलेग है, दुटा completely बेलेग बस्तु है, बा बेलेग physical quantity है. এতিয়া আমি velocity force লগত add কৰিব নোৱাৰো, বা velocity আমি force লগত subtract কৰিব নোৱাৰো. ঠিক আছে? This is not possible. We cannot add or subtract velocity with force because this and this are not the same. These two are different physical quantities. Okay, always remember here that rice can only be added to rice, or rice can be subtracted from rice. Rice cannot be added to dal. Okay, or rice cannot be subtracted from dal, or in other words dal cannot be subtracted from rice. Okay, so this is possible, but this is not possible in physics. In the dimensional analysis, this concept is possible, this is allowed, but this concept is not applicable. This is not allowed. Okay, আমি যদি চাউল আর ডাইল এটা মিক্স কৰি দিওঁ কি হৈ যাব, চাউলো হৈ নাথাকে ডাইলো হৈ নাথাকে, কি হৈ যাব, খিচিৰি হৈ গুচি যাব। ঠিক আছে, if you mix rice with dal, then this won't be equal to rice or this won't be equal to dal. What will this become? These two as a whole, if you mix rice and dal, then this will become khichdi, right? If you mix rice and dal, then this will become khichdi. It won't remain rice or it won't remain dal. Similar is the case for dimensions also. So you have to add or subtract only similar physical quantities. If you have to add velocity, then you will have to add velocity with velocity itself. If you have to add force, then you have to add force with force itself, right? I mean velocity লগত add কৰিব পাৰিম, বেলেগ quantities লগত add কৰিব নোৱাৰো বা subtract কৰিব নোৱাৰো। Similarly, let us take another example. So electric current, you cannot add or subtract electric current with temperature. You cannot add or subtract electric current with temperature. Why? Because electric current is a different physical quantity and temperature is also a different physical quantity. To যদি mix up কৰি দিয়া তেতিয়াহ'লে কি হ'ব, খিচৰি হৈ যাব। Okay, so you will have to add electric current with electric current itself, and you have to add temperature with temperature itself. You cannot combine two different physical quantities while writing the dimensional equations. Okay, and this principle, whatever we have studied, this principle is known as principle of homogeneity. This principle is known as homogeneity, and homo means or homogeneous means same throughout. Okay, this is known as principle of homogeneity. And what is its explanation? That velocity can be added or subtracted to only velocity. This is applicable. Okay, force can be added or subtracted to force itself, not any other quantity. Similarly, if you take electric current can be added or subtracted to current only and not any other physical quantities. These are applicable, these are allowed. Okay, these are allowed, and this concept or this principle is known as principle of homogeneity, where in the dimensional equation all the quantities must be the same, or all the physical quantities must have the same dimensions. Okay, what is principle of homogeneity? Principle of homogeneity means the principle on which the dimensional equations are written or dimensional equations are based, and in those equations every physical quantity must have the same dimension throughout the equation. প্ৰতিটো dimensional quantity বা প্ৰতিটো physical quantity same dimensional থাকিব লাগিব throughout the equation. Okay, we'll take some examples. So this is first of all, let us understand what is principle of homogeneity. So you have come to know now what is principle of homogeneity. Now what is principle, why is principle of homogeneity useful? Use of principle of homogeneity. Why is it useful? This is useful in checking the correctness. This is useful in checking the correctness of an equation. It can check the correctness of an equation. Equation ta likhisu ami etu kiman correct hoy. We can check that using the principle of homogeneity. ঠিক আছে? If the dimensions of all the terms in the equation is not the same. If the dimensions of all the terms in the equation should be are not the same, then the equation is wrong. Then the equation is wrong. Okay. Now, what is the use of principle of homogeneity? It is useful in checking the correctness of an equation. If we write an equation, then that equation is correct or wrong. We can determine the correctness using the principle of homogeneity. If the dimensions of all the terms in the equation are not the same, if the dimensions of every physical quantity or all the terms in the equation are not the same, then that equation is a wrong equation. Okay, so you have to correct that equation. This is all about the principle of homogeneity.